That's why the next verse he says, Na cha mam tani karmani nibatnanti dhananjaya udasinavadasinam asaktam teshu karmasu na cha mam tani karmani nibatnanti dhananjaya udasinavadasinam asaktam teshu karmasu. Teshu karmasu, in those actions, hey Dhananjaya, aham asaktam, I am unattached. Udasinavat. Udasina, most important word there is vat. Iva. Udasina means, ud means above. Asina means sitting. Sitting above. Meaning, I am not involved in those actions, even though I am doing that. Involved in the sense, I do not gain anything or attach myself to that action. Even though, other than me, there cannot be any person who does that. This is the most important point, because without Ishvaraha, with the help of his Prakriti, the world will not be there. None of the things will be there. At the same time, Nachamam karmani nibadnanti. Those actions do not bind me. When does action bind you? Only when you have the notion, I am the doer. What do we call it as egoless action? Action takes place, but without the notion, I am the doer. As I said yesterday also, digestion takes place, breathing taking place, so many things. Are you the doer? No. It is happening, right? Without you, it does not happen, but you are not doing it. Arey Baba, kaisa ho raha hai abhi? Is the food just kept outside, will it digest itself? When you put it inside, it digests. Who is digesting? Me. Are you? No. Then what is that? In my presence it is happening, but I am not doing it. Similarly, Ishvaraha allowing the Prakriti to work, his own Prakriti only is working, but he himself is not bound by that action. Udasinavat, as though he is uninvolved. Asinam, asaktam, teshu karmasu. Now, this is very important, because a Mahatma, a Jivan Mukta cannot be identified as a Jivan Mukta by just looking at that person. Because even as a person who has realized the highest truth will engage and act and walk and talk and eat and sleep and drink exactly like anybody else. Now, people have the peculiar notion, ये महात्मा है ना, वो खाते नहीं है भाई, इसलिए वो महात्मा है. How can this discussion comes in Panchadashi? One Baba was not speaking at all. Moni Baba ho gaya. Everybody is worshipping him. Actually, there's nothing to do. He can't speak. So in India, the blind following is so much, You go to the middle of the road in a busy street and keep looking above. I'm telling you, 10 people will be around you. They're doing the same thing. What are you looking at? I don't know. Everybody looks at it. Therefore, I'm also looking at it. Blind leading the blind. So a Jivan Mukta who don't think that he will not eat, he will not drink, he will not walk, he will not talk. No, he will do it. Exactly like anybody else. But what is the difference between then a normal man and a man of knowledge? Detachment in that. He doesn't want it to happen insistingly. He doesn't insist that action. Nor if it doesn't happen, he will be disappointed. There is no insistency that it should happen, nor if it doesn't happen, he will be unhappy about it. Whereas you and I, if certain things doesn't happen, we are so unhappy, or certain things happening to us when we do not want, we are so miserable. That is absent in him because of the knowledge. Because udasinavata. See, udasina word means indifferent. The word udasina usually used as don't care attitude. But that is not the correct answer. Even though udasina word literally means don't care. Indifferent. But udasinavat meaning as though not interested. As though indifferent. So in the case of a Mahatma, one who has gained this knowledge that it is the vasanas which are acting now in the form of my thoughts and external situation. See, when it is a desire created by vasana, I can understand that it is created by my past tendencies. But the same vasana act as a prarabdha karma outside as a situation. Let me give you an example. Let us say you like Rasgulla. Now, your doctor has said you have high sugar. If you sit alone, ants will build a hill on you. Because that much sugar you have. Don't stay alone, ant will start. So, better you don't take any sweet at all. Okay. The next following weekend you have a party. And you go to the party there, a bowl full of Rasgulla there. So, Rasgulla is there in the whole bowl full of it. Now what do? You have been warned by the doctor. Right? Now, your vasanas, what does it say? Go for it. After all, only one life to live. All sort of... Okay, take it and put insulin. What is big deal? Doctors are there always to tell this only. You don't bother about it. All these arguments will come because your mind is wanting that. So let us take two different people who have a similar situation of the same physical ailment. One person would say, I don't care. I will go and have it. What will be the consequence of it? He will suffer. Because body after all reacts to the situation. So when a Rasgulla experience I wanted to have, then Rasgulla is my vasana and external world creates a situation where you have to engage in that particular situation where Rasgulla is available to you. This is called prarabdha. Prarabdha is what? Availability of Rasgulla. Vasana is what? I have desire to eat that Rasgulla. They are coming together now. Vasana internal, prarabdha outside. They are coming together. Now, what do? If you don't do anything, they will get into each other and more vasanas for eating Rasgulla will be there in the next situation. Anyway, again another situation where the Rasgulla is brought, you will, without any question, you will engage again and again, creating more and more problems to yourself. Whereas if the vasana of eating the Rasgulla has come and external prarabdha has created a situation for Rasgulla, you bring purushartha in between. No. I'm not having it. What is that? That is called jnana. Jnana meva purushartha. What is the purushartha here? No, I don't want to have it because I know that it will be a problem for me. Which is gained from the doctor only. Because earlier I did not know. Now I know that I am a patient. I cannot have it. It is not good for me. And therefore, it is better to let go. So, when you do not engage in that eating of a Rasgulla, two things happen. One, the Rasgulla vasana has been weakened. As you weaken your Rasgulla vasana to that extent, the prarabdha also get weakened. Next time when the prarabdha brings in your rasagulla, you are stronger than before. If I could do yesterday, why not today? That's why it's called sustenance of knowledge. If you don't sustain the knowledge, vasana will take over. Jnana abhyasa is what is this? This is called jnana abhyasa. That's why Bhagavan said, when Arjuna said very difficult, he says, what he says? Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. Vairagya, not acting according to my vasana. Abhyasa means repeating that again and again. Then only that vasana will slowly die on its own accord. If you make a mistake of once in a while, Swamiji, got it. Then the vasana will strengthen again. And again that prarabdha will come. So, Jivan Mukta, on the other hand, when it is a vasana that comes to him in the form of a thought, and an external situation also is coming in the form of engaging in that particular vasana, what does he do? Does he engage or not? We can never say. He may or he may not. Nobody can even understand whether he will do it or not. It's absolutely unpredictable. But one thing is for sure, he will not do it with an intention to repeat. Because repeat means what? He is not using his knowledge. Which means his prarabdha will increase. He knows that prarabdha will go away. How? Bhoge nanashyati. Only by experience it will go. Even if he takes the rasagulla in that situation, does not mean that he is indulging. That is what is to be ununderstandable to people. Gurudev used to say, when Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, suddenly he will ask, Rasagulla, I want Rasagulla, I want Rasagulla. So people come and give it to him. And he will have. And Gurudev used to say, he is always in Samadhi Sthiti. To get him out of the Samadhi and come to the world, you need to give Rasagulla. For us, we are so worldly. Maybe with the Rasagulla we go into Samadhi. So behavior of a Jivan Mukta, merely externally looking at it, you will never know what is his state of mind. For him also prarabdha will work, for him also certain desires will come, but he will not be under its command. That is what he makes him free. He will do it, he may not do it. There is no compulsion for him to do it, nor to not to do it. And he will do it, maybe keeping in mind certain actions like Gurudev, etc. He continuously traveled and engaged in so much in the world, giving talks and writing books, etc. Whereas Swami Tapo, he never bothered even come out of his kutir. Now what do you call that? Who is a Mahatma here now? Ramana Maharshi, he never came and talked to everybody. He just stayed in a place. Whereas Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he never came and talked to anybody. But Vivekananda went all over, came all over the place. So do you think that, that is not a full-fledged Mahatma? That is half-baked only here. No, not at all. The vasanas of that person of the past actions may engage Vivekananda or Swami Chinmayananda to go all over the place to spread the knowledge, whereas the prarabdha karma of Tapovanji or Ramana Maharshi or Ramakrishna Paramahamsa remain in no place. And he is happy with that. So you can never say, one Mahatma is greater than the other, because he does action, therefore he is not Mahatma. So some of the musicians go all over the place and then do all the various festivals and music. Now, one great musician may be there. He will not even come out of his place. He will just say, whoever wants to come and learn from me. That's all I'm done. He may be the greatest musician. Nobody will know him. Right? So, by action you cannot judge. Here Bhagavan says, even as I am doing all these things, Nachamam karmani nibadhanti dhananjaya. Bhuta gramam. So, therefore, even as udasinavadasinam asaktam teshu karmasu. He wants to make clear that I am not the doer. My prakriti is the doer.